Well, someday they might be ending up in an assisted living facility or a nursing home. Depends on their condition and how they end up when they're older. I want to tell you a story about a resident of mine at work that happened recently. Mary is a 72-year-old Hispanic woman with dementia. Mary's dementia was getting worse and worse. She was a danger to herself because she was what we call a wanderer. A wanderer means, well, a person that wanders, they have poor self-awareness. Most of the time they're confused and they don't know where they're at, what time it is, or what's going on. I really liked Mary because she was a nice type. Most of the time they can be aggressive or very nice. She was nice, so very thankful for that. But she was especially a danger to herself because she would just wander around the building. It's 3 stories and it's in Kansas City where there's a lot of traffic. One winter morning in February, Mary was found in the employee parking lot half naked and she was laying on the ground. And it was about 8 in the morning when someone finally noticed she was out there. This past winter was really harsh and it was really cold, and Mary was sent to the hospital that morning because they said she was nearly dead and she was in critical condition. I want you to imagine that Mary being your parent or your grandparent. How would you feel about how the incident went down and who allowed this to happen and what kind of workers are handling her? That's why I want to talk about what a good worker is in the healthcare industry and why there's a scarcity of good workers right now, currently. Good worker is friendly with residents and staff, they have integrity, they're reliable, and they're competent in their work. This means that they're confident in the care that they give, meaning that it's good, it's consistent, and it's genuine. It's important for a good worker to be in a facility because they're taking care of your grandparents, basically. Someone cares about them and they have just as much life as we do. What keeps a good worker in the facility? It's basic, but a lot of facilities don't have this. I think by having good workers, it could prevent an incident like what happened with Mary. What happened there in my facility was that we were really understaffed. There's probably not a CNA, certified nursing assistant, that was there checking up on her every 2 hours like they should have been. So failing to do that, she was a wanderer and unpredictable. She got out and it was really sad for her, but I don't know where she's at currently, but I don't know. So first, the essentials for having a good worker is, what is that facility offering to the workers? They should have good wage, good health insurance, and retirement packages. Currently, at my work, they do not offer insurance and they have poor pay. It's not very competitive, but what keeps most people around is I think they have very flexible hours, but really they only have flexible hours because they have bad management. So it's simple, but you could just you could offer benefits just to begin with, like such as insurance and a decent pay. According to Maslow's hierarchy, people need to have shelter and food to survive. That's what you should be wanting in a good job. In a recent survey done at my work, 66% of employees wanted benefits rather than wages or better communication between management and workers. I find that this to be very sad, and it's a little bit shocking and ironic because it's a healthcare facility and they don't offer any benefits. That's weird, but I don't know how that works out. Secondly, second thing to Maslow's hierarchy is love and belonging. Workers should have a community that they want to go to. I ran into this health administrator lately, and we got to talking, and it was basically turning a conversation into an interview. I was asking him what really keeps workers around, and this is what he's really working on currently in his field. He said the main thing that keeps employees at their job is they don't want to let their coworkers down. What keeps someone from calling in every day at work? They don't want to let down their coworker, or they don't want to leave that job because they really like the people that they're working with. It's the community and the friends that they make at their job that keeps them around. In the same survey, 55% of employees say they feel appreciated. This is a little shocking, and it's a little sad too, because that's barely half of the employees saying that they're feeling appreciated just by the coworkers or their bosses or even the residents. I think just by having similar values with your coworkers or your friends and just having a friendly environment there will make work so much more enjoyable and keep more people around. Lastly is self-actualization at the top of Maslow's hierarchy. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. A quote by Mark Anthony. I think it stands to be very true. So, according to the same survey, 100% of workers say they enjoy their healthcare, working in the healthcare. I found this shocking a little because I would think at least some workers don't like doing the job. It's not the prettiest and it's not the easiest, but I guess they do like it because they like residents and just helping people in general. Okay, that's all. Sorry.